Oh my goodness, you're watching another one with us. Thank you for coming back. This is my son, Cooper.
This is my dad, CJ the CPA.
So what is a loan? What is a loan? So when you need something, you want to buy something, and it's more than what you have, it's more money than what you have, then sometimes you need to go and get a loan. That means you're going to borrow money from somebody or from the bank. Cooper, what would be something that you would need to borrow money from me?
So, say I wanted to buy a new baseball glove or a new baseball bat, it's like I play baseball, but say I didn't have enough money between my allowance and me working to buy that glove, I would ask my dad if he could loan me the amount that I needed to buy that glove. And then at some point, I would end up paying him back from either my allowance or from my money from my work.
Absolutely. And I would loan you that money for that mitt and that bat. But the key here is that Cooper needed to borrow the money because it was going to cost more than what he got in allowance and more than what he made working, and he wants it now. He needs his mitt. He needs a baseball bat for the next baseball season that's coming. So if he doesn't have enough in his hand or in his bank account, then he would come and say, Dad, could I borrow some money? And I would loan him the money. Now, why do you have to pay it back to me? Why, if I loan you the money, you borrow money from me, why do I need you to pay me back?
Because that's his money and I didn't earn that money. Yeah. So I'm basically just taking his money. Like he said, borrowing. So say you borrowed someone's toy, they would want that back. So you could think of it in those terms.
Perfect. I love that analogy. So the reason that we talked earlier about savings, why you need to save, how much you need to save, is that if you haven't saved enough, you may need to borrow then the money. But then guess what? Out of the money that you got, we talked about that earlier, so you got money. Cooper works to get money. Cooper gets an allowance. So out of that, he has to pay me back, which means that there's going to be less that he has each week because he has to pay me back some of his money that he makes every week. So Cooper, if I were to give you these $5, okay, and these 4 quarters, okay, so I'm going to give Cooper $6. All right, so if you borrowed money from me, and I said, okay, well, you can pay me back $1 a week. So the first thing I want you to do is, how much did you set aside? How much did you save before out of that $6?
I set aside 2 quarters.
Okay, so
50 cents.
And now you have how much left?
$5.50.
So he's got $5.50. Here, hold it up just in case, because I want to make sure that you can see it on the camera. So you have $5.50. If I said, okay, well, you can pay me back $1.50 every week. Okay, so give me $1.50, $1.50, $1,
1 quarter, 2 quarters,
and 2 quarters. So I now have $1.50 back from him because I lent him money. He borrowed money. So now how much do you have left?
I have $4.
So you have $4 left. He got $6. He set aside 50 cents for savings. He had to pay back $1.50. So he's still left with $4, but it's not $6. It is less. So that's what a loan is. Now, if you can, we try to not borrow money. But you know what might cost so much money that you need a loan? Well, what do you think that is? And I tell you what, why don't you ask the person who's watching this video with you, or an adult, ask them, what did they have to go and get a loan for? Because that might be something that you need to do when you get older. All right, so coming up next, we're going to talk about how do you get more money. So if Cooper wants to make sure that even with $4 left, he can get more, that's what we're going to talk about. So we'll see you in the next episode coming up